Righty. Okay, so the next step in your pattern is we are going to separate the sleeve sections off and put them onto stitch holders or scrap bits of yarn so that we can then join the front panel and the back panel and keep knitting circular on the way down. So as per the pattern, you knit like normal till you get to your third stitch marker. So your first one is the different colored one, second one is that one, this is your third one. It is the start of the second sleeve, and we're going to take off the stitch marker, we won't be needing that anymore, and we're going to transfer those sleeve stitches onto a scrap bit of yarn. A scrap bit of yarn. I like to do it with a darning needle just because I find it super easy. I feel like I can get quite a few stitches at once and slip them off the needle onto the scrap bit of yarn. I like to do it in a different color, don't know why, it doesn't need to be. Okay, let's do this. So you're going to get all the ones up until the next stitch marker essentially. All of the stitches, where are your stitches? Here we are. Okay. You can do it. Almost there. Oh my god, this is so exciting. Guys, you're almost on, not the home stretches and like the end, but the home stretch where you can just literally piece out and just knit, which is quite nice. I really like the juxtaposition of having to kind of focus on this first part of the jumper and then you just knit. You just go into the zone for the rest of it and you can kind of zone out. Alrighty. So I've got my sleeve stitches off. Again, I don't really need that stitch marker. And I'm going to pull that through a bit and then tie it into a nice little bow. Those are just gonna chill on that. Okie doke. So now I have got my front section and my back section, and I want to join the, oh sorry, I should put it by the camera a bit more. Now I have my front section and my back section because I've taken out the sleeve, and I'm going to join those, but I'm not just going to start knitting, I'm going to cast on another couple of stitches. This is just so it doesn't kind of squeeze the armpit. So there are a couple of ways to do this. I'm just going to do it the most simple way, which is called the back loop method. So you literally kind of wrap your thumb around and create a crossed over loop and then put the needle through to put it on. This is the most simple. You wouldn't use this as a, well, I wouldn't use this as an initial cast on, but it's really good for just in the middle of a project like this. So again, you wrap your thumb round and you've got your kind of crossed over loop. You put the needle through. Okay, so wrap your thumb around, the needle goes up, traces your thumb, and you just pull. And we're going to do 2 extra stitches there. So I'll just show you one more. So you wrap your thumb from the back to the front, like you're giving a thumbs up, trace the needle up and let go. But I'll take one off because we only need 2. Okay, so then you literally, excitement, you take your needle and knit through the first stitch of the back panel. And you want to pull that all quite tight. And then you keep knitting until you get to the next stitch marker, which is your beginning of the round stitch marker, and that is the beginning of the first sleeve, so we're going to take that one off as well. So I'll see you when I get there. You don't want to watch me knit, do ya?